Hello students, this is the third video in which I will be telling you the story of Chaupat Raja. Interested, keen, eager to know what happened when the bricklayer was called to the court. So what did the story, what has happened up till now? We saw that a disciple came to Andher Negative where Chaupat Raja ruled, and there everything was of takase. And at such place what happened? A thief, he begged to the king that he should punish the merchant, because the thief with his friend has gone to merchant's home and the walls fell on his friend and his friend died. Now the merchant is called. The merchant says that it is not his fault, it is the fault of the bricklayer. The bricklayer is summoned. He also puts the blame on mortar maker and says that he is at fault, and then the mortar maker is called. Now we will see what the mortar maker says. Now he is wailing loudly, he is crying loudly. Wailing means high-pitched voice in his voice. He is requesting the king that forgive me, please do not hang me. I have wife, 2 children, who will look after them? Look after, take care. Look after, to take care. Now this is a phrase, and you see just by changing the preposition how the meaning changes. Look forward to wait eagerly, to wait eagerly. Look upon, to request. Look upon, to request. See how the meaning is changing? We are just changing the preposition use. The phrase actually, look after means to take care. Look forward to means to wait eagerly. I am looking forward to my result, to the announcement of my result. And look upon, I look upon my teacher means I respect my teacher. So he says, who will look after my children? Who will look after my wife? So king says, oh, because of your carelessness, the thief died, the thief was killed. Mortar maker says, no, please, you don't hang me, I am not to be blamed. It is the pot. Now, see, he is also putting the blame on something else. What he says, the pot with which I was pouring water had a very extraordinarily large mouth. Now, the mouth, so he says, the mouth of the pot was too big. And that's why what happened, it was too big, and that's why what happened, more water was put in the mortar. Okay, and that's why the mortar mixture became, the consistency of that mixture was not that good. It is the potter's fault. Who makes the pot? The potter. So he says it is the fault of the potter. Now, the king says, bring. Now see, how is the king? He doesn't think anything. He is foolishly listening and just giving order. He says, bring the potter. He must be executed. Executed means to be killed for making such useless pots with such broad mouth. Okay. Now, the potter comes and he is very scared. He knows that he can be given punishment. So he says, please pardon this. Pardon means to forgive. This humble potter, your humble means poor. He says that, yes, I made the pot in a faulty way and I sold it. It was defective, but I am not guilty. Now why he says, he is also putting the blame on someone else. He says that I am not guilty. I heard when I was making the pot, I heard the sound of tinkling of anklets. What is anklet? Bracelet you wear in hand. Anklets you wear in your ankle. Okay. So he heard a soft tinkling, delicate tinkling sound of the anklets. And whose anklets were there? It was moneylender's daughter. And I was distracted. My attention was not on my work, and that's why the mouth of the pot became extraordinarily large. Moneylender, a person whose work is whose profession is to lend money and take interest. Okay. Now the king ordered, bring that moneylender's daughter here, and she must be given. She must be hanged for her fault. Now moneylender and his daughter come. Moneylender says, he requests to the king, please spare my daughter, leave her. She is my only child. Her wedding is there next month. Daughter says, she consoles her father, oh father, you don't fret, don't become anxious. I will handle. The king will not hang me. So she says, your most esteemed highness, esteemed, respected. She says, I never step out of the threshold of my house. What is threshold? In your doors, you must have seen. What is there? A strip of wooden or cement on the entrance of the door. You have, that is known as threshold. So she says, I never step out of the threshold of my home. But my marriage is there next Monday. And what happened? My jewelry was not ready, and I went to the goldsmith to request him to hasten the procedure and to hurry up and give me my ornaments. It is the fault of the goldsmith. It is the fault of the goldsmith. Now, as usual, the king listened to such piece of information and he says, bring the goldsmith, and without any delay he must be hanged. Okay, so this is how the first part of the play is. So in the first part till now, what we saw? We saw that a court is there in Chaupat Nagari, in Andher Negative. Chaupat Raja, a thief comes to him. He says that along with his friend, he had gone to the merchant's home where the wall collapsed and his friend died. So it is the fault of the bricklayer. The bricklayer claims that it is the fault of the mortar maker. The mortar maker says that it is the fault of the potter. The potter keep the blames on moneylender's daughter's head. And moneylender's daughter, what does she say? It is the fault of the goldsmith. Now in the second part of this play, we will see exactly what happened when who is hanged for the death of that thief. I hope you must be enjoying this. Okay, so we will see what happens in the next video, and that will be the next part of your lesson of play.